Wait, get it. Hector, can you get everybody out of the hall in here?
All right. I call this meeting of the Return Board to order to commence the canvass and computation for the general and special election of Tuesday, November 5, 2019. First, if there is anyone who has requests or concerns in regard to the general and special election of Tuesday, November 5, 2019, or would like to put anything else on the record in regard to the general and special election, please step forward.
Yeah. Thanks.
Good morning, my name is Rich Garella. I'm a resident and voter of the city of Philadelphia. And I'm with a group called Protect Our Vote Philly. Protect Our Vote Philly expresses its concern as to the legal sufficiency of the procedures that the board has created to meet conditions set on September 3rd, 2019 by the Pennsylvania Department of the Commonwealth for certification of the ES&S Express Vote Excel voting system. Specifically, collection bins must be opened in the presence of Board of Election members and must be commingled before canvass and storage. This is the relevant part from Part V, Section A, Part 5, Section A of the Secretary of State's directive. So, the presence of the board members themselves is required at the commingling. The Commission does not allow for the possibility of any designee to take on responsibility for the integrity of vote records. Even if it were possible to delegate authority to anyone else to fulfill this role, there's been no public meeting of the board to do so. Under the Pennsylvania Sunshine Act, notice to the public would be required for such a meeting. Secondly, the commingling must take place before the canvass. Both of these processes require the board members to be present. The condition requires that they occur sequentially, not simultaneously. The commingling must be completed before the canvass starts in order to meet the requirement. These requirements are clearly and purposefully written. Meeting them is a condition for the certification of the election system. If they are not met, the election will have taken place on uncertified voting equipment in violation of Election Code Section 1105A, subsection C. The reason we are doing this, to be clear to all of you folks, is we want these procedures to be done right. They shouldn't have to be repeated, and the integrity of the votes of the voters of Philadelphia should be protected by following the law and by following directives from the Secretary of State explicitly and fully. Thanks for your time.
Any other comments? All right. We will now swear in the staff. Will the Board of Election staff please rise and raise your right hand? Do you and each of you solemnly swear that you will perform your duties in assisting in the canvassing and computation of the votes cast in the general and special election held on Tuesday, November 5th, 2019, in the city and county of Philadelphia, and do you swear that you will perform your duties impartially and that you shall not read, write, or count or certify any return votes falsely or fraudulently? So help you God.
I do.
Thank you. You may be seated. Now, I received a letter this morning, which I've reviewed, and I've considered it, and I've discussed it with council. I disagree with this interpretation of the election code as it relates to this process. We have historically sworn in and deputized the employees to conduct the canvass and computation. We also deputize them to observe the unsealing and commingling and storage of the paper ballots. I motion now that we continue with this process as I've just outlined.
A second.
All right. So the motion is passed. Now pursuant to the 1937 Pennsylvania Election Code, the canvass of the votes cast in the general and special election of Tuesday, November 5, 2019 in the city and county of Philadelphia is now officially open. I call First Ward, First Division.
All right, these people are going to stay here to read cartridges. Kelly Cruz, Aspen Wilson, Dana Eckroad, Nadeem Youngblood, Lorraine Pasalacqua. Everybody else, report to your units. Devin, need a minute.
Andy.
Tommy! How are you, boss?